course, if you are like me, and this is your first time seeing this, you probably think, what the heck? That sounds dumb. Cheetos, pretzels. Well, if you're also like me, and you like Cheetos and Flamin' Hot flavored snacks, you'll probably find a quick spot for these in your little snack list, because they are surprisingly good. But enough of that. Let's deal out our first game. Open up our Cheetos, or pretzels I should say, and begin our night as we continue towards our 1000th, my bad, Solitaire video. So it looks to be a promising start. Let's bring out our tray. So these are $5.89. I think there are 10 or 11 servings. 10 servings, 10 pretzels is a serving. And nothing else to say, so let's open it up. Or actually, let me do it over here. Because that can get a bit loud. That is plenty. Alright, let's begin our night, shall we? And as always, if you have a snack suggestion, let me know. So if you haven't had these before, and you're wondering, what the heck do those things taste like? It's a mixture between a soft pretzel and a regular crunchy pretzel, with that salty aftertaste that's very distinct, with this somewhat cheesy Flamin' Hot flavor around it. But the flavoring is a bit different than the typical Flamin' Hot. It seems it emphasizes more of a singular spice as opposed to a garlicky taste. A little different. But if you enjoy these types of snacks, I think it's right up your alley. The first time I had them, I didn't think I would like them, and then I ended up having the whole bag in one night. Anyway, that's the end of our first game, as there's nowhere for that 9, 6, king, or 4. On to game number 2. So quickly. We made quite a few plays, but for some reason that game felt a little bit quick. as well is that you could eat them in a couple different ways. You know how some people, when they pop in a chip, they just go straight for the crunch and don't even let the flavors hit their tongue. And then some people just kind of let it soak and then chew after a bit. I like letting it soak and then going in for the chewing. But either way, these taste just as fine. So it doesn't matter the preference, in my opinion. Either way, they're still good. Alright, game number 2. That one was salty, but in a good way. There we go. So we start our second game with triple fours. But surprisingly, still a strong start, regardless. Oh no, almost had triple sixes. There we go. Double kings down early. And another 4. Wow, that was quick. Oh, wait a second. I thought we were done. Thankfully, I was wrong and misread the situation. Okay, now here we go. Okay, now I think we're done. Well, that's a little bit of a jerk move. It seemed like it was giving us a second chance, just so we can raise our hopes for nothing. Double 4s and double 6s on the field. Nothing to do with the 10s, king, queen, or 8. A fair amount of play so far tonight, but not amounting to much. Let's see if anything sneaky was hiding this time, and my bet is going to be on the aces. Triple aces, quadruple aces, and there it is. Our negative stat of the night. these pretzels, and I thought, what do they remind me of? They remind me of faces, but the faces of cats. Have you ever seen those pictures of cats, or kittens I should say, that had their whole face in some milk and they're kind of drenched? That's what the back of these pretzels are reminding me of. And then I was thinking about one of our recent episodes of our Snacks and Solitaire series. And I remembered how it was pretzels as well. And it made me think, are pretzels something you start to like as you get older, as your tastes change? As a kid, I didn't really care much for pretzels until my later teenage years. And I'm wondering if any of you can relate of not really caring about pretzels, and now maybe finding a fondness for them. Because why wouldn't they do this many years before, until now? Makes you wonder. Just a bit. I don't know. Interesting. A pleasant development in this game. A needed one for our night. There we go. And we are one red jack away from a fat stack. And there is our fat stack. King 2-2. Alright. Dang. Despite a very good game, I think this stack is going to hold us back just enough to keep us from a victory. As there's nowhere for that 9, 8, or 2. We can place this 2, but that doesn't help our chances with this. So let's go for the diamonds here, as that 3 locks up the 4 of hearts. And regardless, we don't have another red 5 to move us forward. So a close game, but ultimately just not enough for us to do anything with, as it came down to 4 fateful cards, and they were the King of Spades, Ace 10, and 6 of Clubs. Sneaky little jerks. one more shuffle for game number 4. Honestly, this deck of cards is a bit annoying, and I expected much better. So for those of you who don't know, Shinlim is a magician, a card magician. He was made more popular through Penn and Teller, Fool Us, and I even think America's Got Talent. So you'd think someone who creates cards would go for a good quality of deck, or just playing cards in general. But these cards, they're not just below average in feel, but in durability. You could see that there is a bend here, and the fact that you could see it through the camera just goes to show how poor it is. Maybe it's just a bad cut of cards, but I know with our David Blaine deck, another famous magician slash illusionist slash card person, his deck was one of the best decks all around in feel, texture, handling ever. And that's saying quite a bit to this point with how many decks we've handled. And I think that was our third play. So triple eights. Just a bit weird that this one's so much different than the David Blaine. And just like that, the end of our 4th game so quickly and abruptly. Maybe not. You know what? Let's hope for a comeback in our final game of the night. We still have a chance on this one, but it is such a slim chance, it's almost not even worth acknowledging. But sometimes those are the ones where chances you should never pass up or overlook. Alright, we had triple eights earlier. We're down to double. And somehow we're still alive in this one. Oh my gosh, I hate these decisions. That was going to be our original one, so let's just do our original choice. As we receive our second fat stack of the night. Let's just keep it like that. Tidy. Third play from our hand. Move the king out of the way. As I realize we just have triple fours on the field too. Maybe this is our chance at a comeback, and we didn't even know it. 6, 5, 4, 7, 6. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we could do. Nowhere for that queen, and nowhere for that heart. And if you saw what I saw, I think you know our fate. Unfortunately. How cruel. Let's find out. 5, 6, 7. So the diamonds with these spades. So move the hearts there. Diamonds with the spades. I just said it out loud several times, yet my brain is still lagging. Diamond, spade, or diamond spade. And jump you over here. Spade. Or maybe not. There's our queen, 3, and king. Bring back this queen, and my goodness. That's the word of the night. It's comeback. When we were thought to be out of this game, what, 4 minutes ago? With not even a play left to be seen, we come back out of nowhere and pull off one of our most unpredictable, unforeseen comebacks ever. Because we had a lot of work to do, as we have all of the spades, ace to king, along with the clubs. Next, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Time for our victory shuffle. Let's see how we did. Not too bad. Almost separated the red from the black cards. And a decent recovery. Well, we still have one more game on the night, so let's give this deck 5 shuffles and begin our final game. I'm bad. I think that was our 5th shuffle, but just to be safe, in case, we'll do an extra. When you're tired, your brain likes to take a vacation every once in a while. Can we make it back-to-back games to wrap up our night? Let's find out. I think our last game too had a fairly promising start with the deal ace. 3 aces by the end of round 1. I see it. Oh, but another ace, or 8, on the field. And I think that might be it. So let's exhaust all of our options. As there's nowhere for that 5, there is somewhere for this 3. Here we go. Nowhere for that 5. 6, 10, queen, and lastly 10. Yeah, I saw that right. I thought there was a red 6, but no. So our chances at finishing our night with back-to-back wins and fairly quickly. What an interesting night of cards, especially our 4th game. So let's see the final ones left unturned in this one and say our goodnight. As we could add triple kings to our negative stats with triple 9s. Alright, my friend, it's been fun. You know I enjoyed. I hope you did too. Please have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night with many sweet dreams. And until we meet again, please stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.